how Donald Trump is rubbishing climate change. I think no world leader has brazenly rubbished climate change the way Trump has repeatedly in world forums. And India and Russia's presence in Arctic, in partnership, in collaboration, one of course for tech and several other niche sectors would mean a lot, but it also means a lot for research and fact-based movement when it comes to counter climate change.
So Arctic has emerged as an arena of geopolitical competition and contest. And in this context, India-Russia cooperation would be very critical, and it advances our interest to be there in that resource-rich geography. Of course, it is very important for connectivity. And apart from the logistics part, the focus on building Arctic-class shipbuilding, marine infrastructure and all that.
Absolutely.
That is potentially, because the Arctic is like a new territory, which is in a way being rediscovered, and there is a kind of a scramble for this. Russia being the dominant power in that geography, and Russia has always helped us in forums and areas where we don't have that kind of presence. So I think this cooperation would be very critical. The climate change agenda, of course, is a larger canvas, where Arctic comes in, but not to that extent. One has to be realistic. But yes, that offers a kind of a new pathway to sort of offset Trump's contempt for the whole climate change agenda and what you say rubbishing the global warming and continuing patronizing fossil fuels and all that. So I mean, if you look at the clean energy collaboration, I need to point out is going to be an important feature of talks and outcomes this time around. It's not just hydrocarbons we are talking about. Of course, nuclear energy, small modular reactors, but also the collaboration in the Arctic and renewables would be an important thing. So India-Russia energy partnership is going in the direction of achieving net zero emission. It will also contribute to that. So that's a very healthy sign, that of changing dynamics, the changing priorities of India-Russia partnership in a mutating geopolitical landscape. And when you're talking about Trump, Trump is going to be an elephant in the room when the two leaders are going to be talking. And in this regard, how these three major powers, how they juggle their relationships. On one hand, Russia has also opened channel. Mr. Witkoff was there in Moscow only the other day.
Absolutely, just before President Putin was set to come to India.
So for all Russia may have a deal with the United States, and so the United States right now is a source of contention, is a source of relationship, third-party relations, and the focus will be to insulate India-Russia partnership from third-party pressure. But if Russia and United States manage to have a deal, that is going to open up a lot of new doors for advancing India-Russia cooperation as well.
Right. In fact, Ambassador Jayant Dasgupta, just sticking to this conversation itself, India has been the leading voice of the global South. It's been the leader in the global South, and partnership in the Arctic, access to clean tech, niche sectors, partnerships into the maritime, for that matter, all of these can be a big boost to India's might, not only in the global South, but across the world for that matter, but strategically in the global South as well.
India, of course, has been a leader of the global South, not the only leader, I must say, but it has been basically issue-based. On the issue of trade, for instance, on climate change, very importantly, it has led the voices, it has brought together the views and opinions and sensitivities of the global south and taken it to the world stage. But ultimately, the leadership of the global south will also rest a lot on economic power. And that is where China, for instance, now has the edge, not in terms of espousing the causes of the global south, but bringing together voices, for instance, in the WTO, in the investment facilitation agreement negotiations. China has brought together through its BRI initiatives, through which it has influenced about 130 countries, or it has a presence there. So economic heft ultimately will also matter a lot. India has a respected position since its independence, and it has always taken the side of the underdog and of the global south, of countries which are being oppressed or being treated unfairly. So that will continue, and this exploitation of the Arctic or of natural resources on the planet, or sharing technology, I think India has been very forthcoming in offering this kind of cooperation to other countries in the global south. So this also will bolster its leadership of the global south to a certain extent. But it will depend on what kind of concrete benefits it can bestow on the other countries in terms of technology, in terms of resources, in terms of flow of resources, and of course, ultimately investments.
Right.